Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. Let's see what we got for you right now. When you thought you were not going to get to see those woody vans on station wagons from the one and only the US, well, you were missing. You were right until today, but we got you covered. Let's see what we got for you right now. This is a 1/43 scale. This is a resin model by Goldvarg, and it's a 1965 Mercury Colony Park. Now, this was considered an American luxury full-size station wagon. It was marketed between. This is actually the very first generation of. No, I'm sorry. This is the. Bear with me for 1 minute. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, this is actually the fourth generation of the Mercury Colony Park. You know, the first generation came out in 1957 till 1958. Second generation, it came out in 1959 till 1960. Third generation, 1961 till 1968. And this right here, fourth generation, came out in 1965 all the way down to 1968. You see, they make them only for 3 years max, and they refresh the model over and over again. That was quite popular back in the days. Even till today's day, they do it, but not every 2 years. Now they probably extend them a little longer. I would probably say about uh, probably a little longer. I would probably say in 4 years, at least 4 years, they'll keep the same model. They'll probably touch them here and there just to keep it up to the standard, usually but back in the 50s with this model, 60s, they kept refreshing it. Now, this was the van station wagons that, you know what, today, the SUVs are, for back in the late 90s, the minivans were, the station wagons were the car to be for families. These cars, you took your 5 kids, your wife or your husband, whoever is driving, and your 3 dogs. And why not you bring your grandma too? There's space for everyone and some more. They were huge. These cars were huge. And that's why people love them for road trips and all that, because you can fit everything there. Everything. Now let's talk about the engines on these cars. They have V8 only. Only the V8 rule here. You have a 6.4 liter V8, and then you had a 6.7 V8. These were big engines. For a big car, you have to make sure you provide them with big engines. Now, these cars only came in with the automatics. No stick shift here, only automatics. These cars, they sold decent between 1965 till 1968. They sold about 70,000 models. Just talking about the Colleen Park, which is the station wagon that we're looking at right now. So they did pretty well. There was a lot of competition there. Almost every brand had a station wagon: Ford, Chevrolet, Plymouth, Oldsmobile, Buick, Pontiac, and other brands. So there, Chrysler, Dodge. There was like at least 10 station wagons competing with each other. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. So, what do you guys think about this nice looking station wagon? Do you remember them? Did you find them attractive? Did you think it was a car to be in back in the 60s? Like I said before, if you had a big family, I think that was the right choice. It was because you can only fit a certain amount of people, so the more you can fit in a car back then. So it's not like a minivan. Back in the days, they didn't have minivans. So I think this is a good way to go. I think it was the right way to go. All right, everyone. Let me know. Have you seen these cars in person? Do you find them attractive? Do you think the bigger the merrier? Or nowadays you're happier the way they look now? Not so big, not so square. Now, I was not gonna say boring because there's nothing boring about this car. I think they over carry themselves with options and all that to make sure the cars were attractive. The options that you can offer back in the 60s, obviously. Not talking about airbags and none of that crazy stuff. All right, everyone. Let me know. Have you seen them in person? Were they sold in your country back in the 60s? Or you just like me? No, actually, I seen these cars in person. I seen the Mercury Colony, um, Park Colony, I think it was called. Let me just make sure it was called Colony Park. Have you seen them in person? Do you like them? You find them attractive? Don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up that I always appreciate. And don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.